What's going on, family? What's up? What's going on? Wanted to holler at everybody. Hope everybody's been doing well. Just wanted to catch up on everybody on wanted to talk real quick about life path numbers. Life path. Because, sometimes people don't want to believe in numbers, or don't want to acknowledge the power of numbers that they have in our life. But everything in your life is numbers. From the time you were born, from the time you go back to sleep, from your weight, you have to be to work at a certain time. You work 24/7, 365. Numbers again. You see somebody you like, you have to get their right numbers, their right digits. You can get the wrong digits, but you want the right numbers to make that connection. And life is a series of numbers, and one of the numbers that is really important of your life is your life path number. So I'm gonna use let me do this one. 2. Somebody's born on 2/22, 1979. So the way you get somebody's life path number, now normally on a 22, when we're talking about a day number, a person on a day number, we don't break that down. But now when we get in the life number, we're going to make this a 4. But we normally wouldn't break it down and lower the vibration of it if we talk about a day person or number for somebody. So on the life path number, we want to make this to a 4. This is going to be a 4. So these two numbers are going to equal a 6. So when we get over to 1979, this is 1 plus 9 is 10. 7 plus 9 is 16. All right, and that's 26. 2 plus 6 is 8. Six plus 8 equals 14, and 1 plus 4 equals 5. This is a person who is a life path number 5. So I just did that, just to show you how you can make your life path number and see what it is. You have to break it down. I'm gonna be doing life path numbers. I'll probably do 1 through 5 or 1 through 4, and then do 6 through 9. Because a 5 life path number, just if you're a number, if you did this and you're a 5 life path number, then you have to know that you're gonna for you to settle down, it's gonna be a challenge in your life. It's gonna be something that for you to find, you want to get stable, and stability is maybe a constant challenge for you sometimes, because of this person is freedom seeking, freedom loving, carefree type of person. One of the downfalls is they can be careless, irresponsible, but they can also love to travel, the life of the party, and they can, a lot of things about the number 5. Just like if your birthday is the number 5, but you can put it on a massive scale. But I'll go more into detail so I can polish up on it real good for you all for the life path number. So when you see yours, you can go by that. But you look like if we did John Singleton, he just passed away. His life path number, he was born on 1/6/1968. John Singleton is so that's 7. In 1968, 1 plus 6 is 7. And the 1968 equals 24, which is a 6. 2 plus 4 is 6, and 6 plus 7 is 13, and 1 plus 3 is 4. Is 4. 1 plus 3 is 4. So a person who has that life path number 4, person who's a life path number 4, like John Singleton, you come here to be a student, and then you become the teacher. You come here to learn managerial structure, business foundation, and a number of things. You, person who's a life path number 4, they actually come to accumulate a lot of information. And, you know, once, like I say, they're a student, and then they can become the teacher. That number 4 can become the teacher from being a student. What they call it, a steacher, you know, a student and a teacher. But a number 4 person too is introverted most of the times, and sometimes they're square, because you look at a square has 4 sides. Those people can be really square too, like really kind of, you know, not to say lame, but, you know, just like a you know, just a, you know how square people are, but and not saying that it's bad, but that's just because of that vibration of number 4, the 4 sides, the 4 corners, the 4 90-degree angles that you have in the number 4. But yeah, they're supposed to be, you know, because they was talking about John Singleton, and he had, you know, his estate issues, which is not like a number 4 to not have their organization, things organized, but he probably would think he was going to live for another long time, you know. He passed away at the young age of 51. You know, he was born, he's a one, now this happens a lot of times. His birthday was 1/6, which is January the 6th, and he died at age 51, which equals a 6 too. He died at age 51, which equals a 6. But you know, it's like when you look at words, you know, you look at you know, some things are just right in the wording. You know, when we talk about death, and you look at that, eat is right there in the middle of death. You know, maybe we're eating ourselves to death. We die. What are we dieting? Are we eating too much? You know, because we live in a country that our food is made on a mass production. It's not natural like it used to be. So, you know, you have older people like your grandfather and your father and mother who's living longer than younger people now because of the way they have implemented food. You know, but yeah, we just have to watch how we eat, you know, because they say that when you eat hot foods, things that's hot, things that were cooked food, that produces anger. There's nothing wrong with, and it's the reason why it does is because of the fire. Fire from the cooked food produces anger, and there's nothing wrong with anger. Actually, it's anger. Because you need that for working and stuff like that. But sometimes you have to eat raw foods. You know, we eat a lot of. You know, we coming into the summer months, and we have to eat a lot of. You know, especially as melanated people, melanated beings, you have to eat fruits. Fruitarian. You know, rabbits eat roots. You know, we eat potatoes and we eat beets and we eat things like that. You know, that's a root, and that's normally for like a rabbit. You know, we not really made to eat roots. You know, we eat nuts, and squirrels eat nuts. And sometimes that's not good for us either. You know, we eating meat, Lions eat meat, but the fruit is what we really should try to start eating. Is the what we're made to eat is the fruit. So let's tap on some astrotheology. I hope you all are looking at getting your life path numbers. It's just simple math. Just take your numbers of your day, month, and year, and add them all together. Break it all the way down. What other words I wanted to look at? Fruitarian, herbivores. We can be herbivores. I don't know if that's how you spell it. Consuming the herbs, and that's not just cannabis, but there's a lot of other herbs besides cannabis that we can consume. On the astrology, on the astrotheology, I just always want to break it down, but that's kind of messed up. Or just to see where we at. Sometimes you just want to see what time it is. This is also, speaking of time, whenever I do this, this is so much, this is, like I say, this is the will of God. You'll see this on a lot of churches sometimes. You'll see them circles with a lot of things on it. That's because the people who designed those other churches were master masons. They knew, but remember that Zodiac has 12 signs. 420. Anybody participate in 420? Years moving so quick. We're at 6/5/27. Virgo is 8. And this is just a general. Sometimes the zodiacs change but I always like to say it's in its sign on the 22nd. Pretty much, it's pretty much going to be there. So, 2, 20. So we got the 12 zodiac signs, and the sun is moving. Takes the sun 365 days to come around this earth. So if your birthday is today, so you made another solar revolution, around the sun, because the sun is revolving. So you made another solar revolution this year. So happy birthday. If the birthday is 5, what's today, the 8th? Dang, that's another boss. I told you them people on ACE, y'all know they bosses. Them people who have that day number as the 8, born on the 8th, the 17th, the 26. Those 8s, those people are natural bosses. So y'all doing y'all thing. It's a nice time of year for y'all. Taurus rules the head. Taurus is in the head just like Aries is in the head. Taurus is you ever hear people being they say people who are Tauruses are headstrong. That's because that sign is in the head. This is right up in here where we at. We on we coming up. This year's going by quick. Today's the 8th. But you have the 12 zodiac signs, and I was saying how we have the sun. The sun is actually moving around in each sign, and the sun. I mean, I say Jesus is the sun because it's no coincidence that the writers who wrote the Bible, like I say, the Bible is an enslaver to the foolish and it's an enlightener to the wisdom. And not to say anybody is foolish, but I'm want to enlighten you to now when the sun, now look at some of these names. When the sun is in Taurus, the sun is called the rock. All right, the rock. That's when the sun is in Taurus. When the sun is in Gemini, 4, 5, 6. That was Taurus, the rock. Sorry, that was the rock right here. When the sun is in Gemini, it's the twin. Because Gemini is the twins. When the sun is in Cancer, it's the scarab or the crab. When it's in Leo, it's the lion of Judah. It's the lion. When it's in Virgo, it's the server. When it's in Libra, it's the just one. When it's in Scorpio, it's the dove and the serpent. And the divider in Sagittarius, the carpenter in Capricorn. When the sun is in Capricorn, it's the carpenter. When sun is in Aquarius, it's the son of man, because Aquarius is the only man in the zodiac sign. And then when the sun is in Pisces, it's the fisher of man. But that's all I want to drop on you all tonight. I don't want to be too lengthy, but just haven't spoken in a while, and hope everybody's well. And we're going to hit up on them life path numbers. So get yours and stand by and listen up for what yours is going to be. We'll talk soon. Peace.